Today I would like to talk about the solar plexus. Our soul, where our soul lives. Like the solar plexus is the compartment or energy center of our body that is about our empowerment, our confidence, who we are, what our mission is on this planet, what our ambition is, what our drive is. And I noticed this in many of my clients, that area is normally closed for many people because we don't always know how to define ourselves. We are very busy defining ourselves based on our environment or the expectations of other people, or being dictated by our family. So this area normally gets neglected because we don't nourish it enough with our core truth of who we are and what we want to do with our life. So, it's a tricky one. This one's a tricky one, like navigating what our interests are. A lot of people say, my interest is making other people happy. And honestly, that's mine too. I think that's a lot of people's. We want to make other people happy. But there's more to that. That's a superficial layer of happiness and joy. It's not valid when we're talking about our mission and who we really are. Our actions can help other people and make other people feel great, which is a bonus to what we do. What are we doing to make the world a better place? What are we doing to live in our passion? What are we doing to be a divine angelic servant for God? Like what is our purpose here? So a lot of people don't live in that space. They may they may go to work and have a job that might not fulfill them because they feel they have to. And so again, they're not nurturing who they really are. Now, we know that there's things that we have to do, like go to work, and sometimes we might not like going to work that day. But if you are constantly not liking your job, you have to ask yourself, why are you living in fear that you have to keep that job? It's not easy. I'm not saying this is easy, but these are questions to ask yourself. Like, why do I feel like I have to do that? Why do I feel like I have to do what my parents are telling me always to do, when I know in my truth I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a musician, whatever it is. Like, why do we make choices that aren't in alignment with what we really want? Why do we feel like we have to do certain things because of other people's expectations? So when we start asking those questions and we start fulfilling our own needs of like, this is what I really want to do for myself, then we start to ignite our fire. We start to create more of a fire within us. What was the word I was looking for? Stoke our fire. We stoke our fire, our passion, our drive in this world when we live in our alignment. And then that's when more doors open for us, more opportunities, more ways of connecting in that way. So it's a spread, like a good fire spread. We want to be able to live in our true self. So if you're feeling very vacant here, if you're feeling a void, if you're feeling like you have lots of stomach and digestion issues, or even a lot of anger, if you have a lot of anger, if you have a lot of worry and fear, and a lot of these traits are held in a lot of these organs. And so when we start feeling like we have issues in these areas, that's another indication that we're imbalanced in this area. So it's a good opportunity to question, like, where am I at in life? Like, am I living in my true mission? And if I don't know what that is, I have to figure out what that is. And that could be as simple as writing down all your things that you are interested in, that you like to do in this world, or that you enjoy, or things that you're good at, versus the things that you're not good at or you don't enjoy as much. When we start to look on paper and start to realize, we can put together an idea that will best suit us. So work with your solar plexus, think about your mission, empower yourself, be confident in your choices, know that you are here for a reason, and that this is your temple. This is the only handbook that you came into this world with. This is the only thing you're responsible for. Everything else is secondary. It really truly is. And so much of us it's so easy for us to make that the priority because it's outside of ourselves and we can see it, rather than going in and being like, oh no, this is my truth. This is what I really need to do. So instead of letting the world navigate you, it's time for you to navigate yourself and figure out, what is it that I really want to do, regardless of what anyone else thinks, and do it. Because oftentimes, a lot of times, a lot of people will just have to work around that. I'm not saying that everybody does, but that's another process of letting go of the fact that somebody might not accept your choices of what you decide to do. So whether that's a career choice, whether that's having a partner that is of a different ethnicity or gender than your parents or family would approve of, whether it's something that your culture might not approve of, whatever it is, it's time to step into who you really are and know that this is the only thing you're responsible for. God is putting you in this moment, in this space, at this time, to be who you are. So why are you afraid to be who you are? Why? It's just so many questions. Why do we care so much about what other people think? Shouldn't we be honing and harnessing our own energy and being like, this is who I am, and radiating that confidence so that other people also will catch that drift of like, oh, I can be confident in who I am. And if everybody was confident in who they were and didn't care about what other people were, I think it would be really great to see like what this world could actually be, who we could actually like accept, as a whole, like a community. Like, these are people that are really coming into their divine essence and showing what they want to express. We hide so much of ourselves because of everyone else's insecurities and stuff, and so we really dampen and dampen our own truth, our own expression. So in a way, we're kind of insulting God. we're not really being who we are, because that's the point, isn't it? We're supposed to be who we are and be our light, be our fire. Why would we dampen and put out the fire? So think about these things next time that you're making a choice that is not in alignment for you, and that you're making a choice for somebody else, whether it's a self-sacrificing or people-pleasing mode. Question these questions and answer the answer of who you really are and what you're going to do with it.